Okay. Alrighty. Welcome to Pirates of Veth'Arden, episode 6. Do a recap real quick. So, last time, we started with Sai experiencing a very vivid dream from memories from the Blightwood, where she witnessed her mother throwing out and banishing certain members of the Blightwood. Sorry, stuff was trying to pull up. Mysterious voice spoke about roots buried deeper than blood, causing Sai to wake frantically as dawn broke over the Black Waltz. Docked in Milas, while Terhuk was completing his night watch. You all began your morning routines, with Azric requesting a checkup from Dr. Desmond, who jokingly offered to replace the captain's hand with a hook. After thoroughly searching the ship's quarters, discovering a few hidden compartments containing some assorted clothing, silks, and mysterious letters from a Finnick Cole to a woman named Alari, you also found a ledger detailing slave trafficking operations and a vial of Night Mother's Mercy, which could simulate death for up to an hour, in which almost immediately Desmond tried convincing Darian to use it on himself as a practical joke. At the Lantern Bazaar, a floating market illuminated by thousands of colored silks and lanterns, a few of you sought supplies. You met Jahari, a merchant with flaming orange eyes and gold-capped teeth, who sold you all healing potions and some red root salves. In an impulsive moment, Sai consumed a draught of explosive luck, which immediately caused her to explode in a storm of confetti and turned her hair neon green, and which it is still neon green, requiring Terhuk to heal her with lay on hands. You all then encountered Korik Droon, a dragonborn artillery merchant, who offered you all a naval cannon that sadly you could not quite afford. Later that day, representatives from the Scarlet Omen, Skyla Froshier and Trevor Indell, visited to coordinate your guys' approach to Glassfire Cove. They agreed to sail in 2 days, with the Black Waltz departing first for stealth purposes. As evening fell over Milas, you all dispersed through the city. Desmond earned gold while performing medical work, received a mysterious invitation to Dock 48, while Terhuk gathered intelligence in taverns about ships and the Ashen Oath, gaining a favor from a sailor named Gorvin Dryas, for which we have not explored what he did for that favor. Darian earned significant coinage performing in taverns across the city, gaining the nickname Painted Blade of the Waltz, though whispers suggest someone was seeking him with more ill of intent. So, as we come back in, we find our crew on the deck of their ship in Dock 17. It is currently the day of which the Scarlet Omen and Oath are making their departure. And it was discussed that you would go and do a slight briefing with them at Dock 32. Yes, Dock 32, before you all departed. It is a 4-day journey to Glassfire Cove by ship along the northeastern coast. So, what is it that you guys are doing in the immediate morning before you will all depart for Glassfire Cove?
I'd say, well, we would definitely need to be checking rations to make sure that we are fully stocked up for the amount of travel that we're going to be taking, because it's going to probably be, at minimum, sounds like 8 days before we get the chance to actually get more. And then we also need to send a messenger over to our compatriots.
Yep, so you all went out shopping earlier this week and got like a 12-day worth of food and drink and supplies, so you guys should be fine for about 12 days out on the sea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was going to mention, that Taruka's going to be taking note of the stock and basically jot down exactly what they have in his little notebook that he always has on his person. Making sure that he's keeping track of everything that's being used, that's going missing, and actually doing his job.
Yeah, after that's happened.
So go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Desmond would make sure to check over his stocks before he would be heading back to the ship, especially since he did go out triage people. He'd also try and stock up on something that might help with nausea, knowing that he does happen to have someone who tends to have a bit more of the nausea with them. And then anything else he might seem necessary to help treat people, especially going into combat, which might happen with our next job.
Okay. Going through the supplies, you guys still have enough food and drink for about 11 to 12 days of journey on the sea, as long as you ration properly. As for medical supplies, you guys actually found a crate of medical supplies that seemed like they were using it as a front for their actual shipping operations. And with that being the case, you do have a lot of the things that you're looking for. For seasickness specifically, or nausea, you have plenty of dried marin root. So marin root is a well-known root herb that is used to soothe upset stomachs and nausea and the like. As for things for going into battle, do you have like something specific that you're looking to gain, like prior to battle?
So particularly what I want is any type of anything that help me like stabilize someone when they're close to death, or make sure that like the worst isn't going to happen when if and when something happens. So like maybe anything to stop profuse bleeding, or anything that might be used. Oh, right, that was my toe. Anything that might be used to help stabilize someone, so we can get them like better treatment if we need to.
Yeah, it'll be easy enough to restock up your medicine kit suitcase that you take everywhere.
Sounds good enough.
So you should be good on that front. I know Sai had a list of things. Yeah, so Sai, for the items that you needed to go get, if you could just mark off 3 gold, that would cover you for those.
Okay.
So, who will be the messenger to go to the Scar?
I'd probably be sending Terhook.
Alright. And Terhook will basically be honored.
Is there any specific information you're wanting Terhook to relay to them?
I mean, we discussed it with them when they came to us, that we'd be sailing out first and that they'd be following shortly behind us.
Yep, I just didn't know if there was anything on top of that that you wanted to discuss prior to not seeing each other again until you get to Glassfire Cove.
Not that I could think of. I feel like I'm gonna regret that, but not that I can think of.
We're definitely gonna regret that.
No, it's all
If
good.
you-
It's not like I asked 3 times for a reason.
Well, if he thinks of something, he could tell him more.
Alright, sounds good. Terhook's thoughts are gonna sound a lot like other people here in just a minute, I think. Alright, so, Terhook, you are heading to Dock 32.
Mm-hmm. He is. And does he see, like, he's gonna basically, like, go around to make sure he's not being followed?
Okay, so are you gonna try to be stealthy then?
Actually, yeah, you know what? Terhook will definitely try to do that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
Alrighty. So, as you depart from your mooring,
Mhm.
you make your way eastward down the main boardwalk. As you slip from the edge of the black waltz, the soft light of dawn still clinging to the alleys of Milos, your boots barely scuff the weathered stones as you keep to the shadowed sides of buildings and cutting through different smaller alley lanes, not yet stirring to life. You duck beneath a hanging tapestry marking a spice vendor stall, vanish into a narrow passage that runs parallel to the lantern wharf. With a 15, as you move quietly, not perfectly unseen, but certainly forgettable, eyes that might have noticed you quickly turn away, distracted by their early tasks or the lingering haze of revelry the night before. Keeping a careful pace, pausing occasionally in alcoves or at fountain corners to survey the path around you. As you near Dock 32, you see the masts of the Scarlet Omen rising like spears in the early light. No clear sign of pursuit. But just once, your gaze catches a flicker of movement across the rooftops. Possibly a gull crab or maybe something more. It's gone before you can fix onto it. But there's an itch in the back of your head that remains. But for now, it appears you have arrived relatively undetected.
Alright.
Let's pull you over here to Dock 32. I'm sure you can work out which one the Scarlet Omen is.
It can't be the red one, can it?
It is
Nope.
the red one.
It is definitely not the red one.
I said it's the green one. Okay.
What are we doing?
Alright, before I do anything, Azric did mention the captain's name, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it is
That's
Kelrin
Kelrin.
Zeril. Azric probably referred to him as Old Man Kel, because that is what everybody refers to him as.
Okay, he's just gonna use that since that's assuming the pirate name that he's going with. Okay. Alright, so Tariq is just gonna approach them casually.
Okay.
As if like he's supposed to be here, type of thing. And he is supposed to be here since Asric sent him.
As you approach, clearing over some tar-covered crates and barrels and coming onto Dock 32, you're scanning the perimeter and your breath catches. Can you roll a history check with advantage?
With advantage, okay. Oh.
That's a natural 20, boy.
Boy.
There. Half shrouded on the deck of the Scarlet Omen.
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian skin with violet undertones. Raven feathered mantle catching breeze. And the glint of a silver coin rolling over deft fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You see Val. Your stomach tightens. The last time you saw her, you were barely more than a boy. Knees caked in mud, eyes wide, with desperate calculations of survival. She wasn't much older then, but already much more dangerous. Already someone that Orlon favored. A crow, quiet, lethal, and unshakable. You would only cross paths twice. Once during a delivery to a safe house, where your eyes met for a moment too long, and once more aboard a cutter on the Dagger Shoals, where she had wordlessly intervened as another crow reached to discipline you for speaking out of turn. You remember the coin she's fiddling with, the same one, a crow signal, subtle but known. Tap once, shift posture, eyes on. She hasn't changed much, still cloaked in shadow, still watching, but now she's standing on the ship of the crew that is supposed to be helping you on your next endeavor. You probably stiffen a little bit, this recognition settling in your gut.
Taruk does. It takes a moment or two to compose himself, as the shock is pretty much visible on his face. Though he quickly tries to hide such shock and try to make sure that, everything's alright type of expression. When he looks at Val, does she seem like she belongs? Does she seem like a stranger to the other sailors?
No, the rest of the crew seems to be, interacting fine with her. She's helping load supplies and the like. You start to think, is she still a crow? Is she like you? Does she remember who you are? Your fingers brush the hilt of your blade for a moment out of instinct before you stop yourself. She hasn't seemed to notice you yet. But you know that if she did and did recognize you, if she wanted you dead, you'd be hard-pressed to avoid it.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna basically approach the... I'm assuming this is the guard that's blocking the
yeah, that's Trevor. You met him yesterday. He was with the other with Skyla when they came to visit you.
Skyla, yeah. Alright, I will approach Trevor and with a smile say, "Greetings."
Greetings.
Yes.
You all heading out already?
Well, it does seem like that. We are going to be heading out, and as planned, last night we will head out, and you shall follow suit after us. I also do have an inquiry to make sure that no change of plans since yesterday. Everything seems to be in order.
Nothing's changed on our part, mate, but like I said, if you all want to head out ahead of us, I guess we'll see you in about 4 days, maybe 4 days and a half. Just don't get yourselves killed. We'll be about 2-3 miles behind you, so you might see us on the horizon for a little bit, but I can't promise our ship's going to keep up with anything that you have going on. and your small cutter.
Alright then. If possible, in case we do get into some sort of issues while on the ground, or if something does happen, is it possible for you to send a scout your way in order to find us if necessary? Only if necessary, of course. I would like to take some precautions in case we do get somehow split up or we're not unable
Right.
to get into contact.
He turns around. Val, come here.
To be honest, I walk into that one.
He leaps
did.
over. I need you to roll deception for me. Or performance. You can do deception or performance.
Darian, I need your help right now with performance right now. Let's see. Normal deception.
23. Let's see what Valendra gets. This one private. Okay. She kind of eyes you up and down for a moment. We're turning back to Trevor. What did you need? Give him a stone. She looks confused for a minute and then goes into a bag and pulls out this aetherite stone, but it's covered in runes. She hands it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't break it. With that, Trevor looks at you and goes, Eroy there, that stone, you can contact us. Once a day, it holds enough power for. It'll go to our corresponding stone that Val has.
Alright, I appreciate you for helping us like this. I do. And thank you for the stone as well.
It's my pleasure. You seem familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I'm aware of, though. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he gives her a small little bow. And a nice friendly smile.
I do hope you make it to your destination safe and sound. The sea's a dangerous place. It would be unfortunate for us to find your wreckage on the way there.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. So I do hope as well that we have calm seas and that we're able to get there safely. And for you too as well. And he gives him a small little another bow. Now, if you excuse me, unless there's something else that we'll need before this voyage.
I can't imagine anything else would need to be taken care of, but well, I have half a mind to send Val with you and just have her travel there with you, but we need her just as much as you might, so probably not the best idea, especially with the he kind of leans in, the tussle that she got in with your lass there on the ship.
Yes, I see. Well, no matter. It was nice meeting you, Val. And well, in case you ever need me, I have the stone here, and we shall check in as well once we reach the shores. Now, if you excuse me, and he once again gives them a little smile, and just calmly will try to walk away.
As you do, Val grabs your wrist. Are you sure we haven't met before? You seem awfully familiar.
Well, sometimes Aurelius's eyes do. Sometimes it can be a bit confusing, you know. But I'm afraid if you have seen each other, it's only by passing.
I don't meet too many people in passing. But better not to dwell on it for the moment.
For the moment, it seems that hasn't been taken care of.
Well, hopefully your sails find good winds. He jumps back on the ship.
Druk just gives a small sigh before. composing himself. All right. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you all. Hopefully on the shore. And he gives them. He gives Trevor once again a smile and a parting little wave for just calmly walking back towards the ship, towards his ship, Dock 17.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything while Terhook is away?
No, just mainly. I'd just be making sure we're 100% ready to actually set sail and not getting ourselves into a pinch very quickly once we get to water.
Yeah, we don't want to hit the Cantha again.
Easy
I'm
enough to
making
do.
sure we got hammers and nails and boards.
You guys got plenty of on-the-go repairs. As long as you don't have any major incidents, you should be fine. It isn't too much longer when Terhook arrives back at your guys' ship. Terhook, how are you looking as you approach the rest of your crew?
Well, Taruk does look troubled. He tries to hide it a little bit, but he does seem to, seems like there's something really on his mind, as there's a worry line on his face. Though, as he gets on the ship, the line of worry does fade a bit like a forced smile, as he confronts his companions. Well, it's done, at least. They know what's gonna happen, and apparently there's no, any last second issues that have arisen, so we should be all set for the current plan.
What else happened?
Well, and Taruk just seems a bit more shifty than usual, but he goes, "Well, I did meet the elf that that antagonized you, Sai.
Did she hurt you? Did she strike you?
No, nothing like that. I don't think she recognized me at all.
Oh,
Wait, recognized you?
Well, yes, recognized me, for I do know her to some extent. Or
Huh?
at least, yeah, it's in the past though, in a passing manner.
well, it's kind of not in my past when she wants to kill me.
As I said, I do know who she is in a certain way, but I am not a friend of hers. I am not even an acquaintance. I mostly just saw her in passing, and as I said, there's a reason why she doesn't recognize me.
No, no,
Insight
no, no,
check.
no, 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 no.
Insight check.
Answer check.
Yeah, please roll insight
I'm
checks, and then
I'm
Terhook,
specifically trying to divine if Taruk is mentioning a former lover.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh boy!
The person she is describing
no.
is a
So, Terhook, whisper
Yes.
to me either deception or persuasion,
Oh.
Oh!
and then I guess at this point you just roll in the open if you want, because if you don't get a natural 20, you just divulge all the information to Darian.
Yeah,
That's
that's bad. Okay, I mean,
As a reminder, I'm specifically trying to figure out if
yes.
They
you're
boink.
lying about the acquaintance bit. That's it.
Ooh. Okay, that's nothing else. Alright.
Did you have a crush on her?
Yes.
Well, roll so we can find out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What's that? Deception or persuasion?
Well, are you lying or are you telling
no,
the truth?
I would say in this case,
Yeah.
you can just tell Darian whether or not you had a crush on this woman, or whether or not you boinked her. Because he's not rolling to see if you're lying about any other portion of your story.
Yeah.
But no, I do need you to roll a deception check.
It is
though.
what I specified
Alright,
before I made the roll. So
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure if the crush meant.
Yeah, it's also a natural 20. So first, Terhook, did you have a crush on, or did you boink Valindra?
Daruk did have a slight crush, yes.
Yeah, so it seems that there's more to Terhook's side of the relationship with the woman. But also, it seems that he is not nearly telling all of the truth about the matter in the current moment.
acquaintance, I
Can I
see.
Can I get on with my bit?
Can you do what?
Can I get on with my bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going, no. If I had to tell all of my secrets, we're not keeping secrets on the ship. What? How do you know her?
Wait, who decided we're not keeping secrets?
That was decided the second that I had to divulge everything.
I never agreed to this.
Too bad. Teruk, how do you know her?
Well, let's just say that. And Taruk just seems a bit more uneasy now. It mostly has to do with a part of my life that I regret. For as you see, paladins do not become paladins just because we want to do good. Or at least some of them do. But for me, at least, I am trying to do better than what I did back then.
Would you stop dancing around the truth already and just spit it out, Terhook? We've still got a deadline to meet.
True. That is true. I guess it's just a bit difficult for me to talk about that. I was a crow for Roland. That's how.
Which is, I guess, I don't know if I would know that. I mean, I would assume that I would know that.
Azric would know what a crow is. I need... Sai would definitely not. I need Desmond and Darian to roll history checks. Desmond can roll with advantage.
Heck yeah, definitely with advantage.
You serve the black market clientele, so you would have a better chance of knowing this than Darian. Yeah, so Desmond and Azric know what crows are. Do I need to explain what crows are?
No.
Hey, I can only pull up the World Anvil so quickly, so...
Alright, so Orlon Veskar, the pirate lord who rules over Reaper's Port, known as the Black Tide, employs a network of orphan children that he kidnaps and forces into servitude and trains to be spies and assassins for him. These are known as crows. He uses children because he can drop them off in pretty much any port, and an orphan child is not much to gawk at, so they make very good informants for him.
And because Taruk noticed, like, Sai's, like, confused expression. Is it like she's trying to hide it, or is she, like, fully, like...
No, she has no clue what's going on, and she's kind of shocked that you know the woman that's, like, threatening her, more or less. And you didn't say anything.
So, you were both crows.
Well, personally, I am not. Well, yes, we were crows, yes. Hey. We were.
And you were a crow.
Were. That is true. Past tense. He's gonna look at Sai. A spy, assassin, for the pirate lord. He said simply, just to shorten exactly what a crow is for Sai.
Yeah, I also don't want to... I want to point out, Terhook did not know her name was Valindra. All he knew her by was Val, and he knows what she looks like. That's why he recognized her when he saw her. You guys didn't take her to the bar with you that night, where if he would have gone, he would have recognized her there. Also,
Should have taken the hook.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But hey, I'm speaking truthfully that I did not really know that it was connected at all. If not, I would have said something. At least when it comes to your life.
That's fair. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just a little scared.
No, it's understandable.
I'm just
Someone
curious
has
how
to-
you quit being a crow.
Well,
Would
maybe
imagine Orlon would be very happy to find out that you're not one anymore.
he may not, which is why I am trying to keep it on the down low, so to speak. More than that, it pains me to relive those memories, you see. But nonetheless, I will be happy to share that story once we're off. We have plenty of time out at sea, but we really should be pressing matters. Azrik, I asked for a send. This seems like to be a stone. You recognize it as sending stone, right?
it is a sending stone, yes.
Right.
Yep.
All right. I have here a sending stone that will communicate directly to Val. That way we can keep in touch between the two ships if necessary.
Well, that's interesting. I guess while we're out at sea for the next 4 days, if Sai wants to get giddy, she could always have a conversation with the elf trying to murder her.
No. No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
it would be the safest, since she won't be able to attack you from way out.
This, I don't know if you know this. This is my first time ever having my life threatened.
Ah, it can't be a first. You've been out on the sea long enough at this point.
No, everybody on the ship was actually pretty nice to me.
Well, if you ever do change your mind, I will have the sending stone. Oh, unless, Azrik, you want the sending
You-
stone?
You can hold on to it as long as you don't fall overboard.
Don't. Well, hopefully I won't fall overboard this time.
You can swim, right?
I can. Yes, I can swim. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
And Sai,
Yes.
remember, if that elf does happen to get her hands on you, I would be willing to help you for a moderate charge. Just keep it in mind. And if you pay me in advance, I do even better service.
Oh, come now.
Uh,
We're not gonna let anyone get their hands on Sai. Not to murder her.
Oh, murder her,
Right.
never. How would she be able to pay me?
I'm going to throw you overboard for free, Desmond.
Yes, but then you wouldn't have a doctor. And you have a murderous elf on your tail. You sure that's the smartest idea?
I didn't say when.
Interesting.
Well,
And-
welcome.
Sai is currently planning and scheming in her brain for a prank.
Oh
Okay.
no.
right. Oh no.
And
And
with
agree there,
that, we should probably be leaving port.
Hey,
Aye, Captain.
Are you ready to shove off?
Didn't think I'd have to say it twice.
Finally. This port
Sai
was
is gonna
getting
collect the
boring.
gangplank.
Diane will attempt to do something helpful.
Okay.
Farouk is gonna be
Alright.
preparing the sails.
Alright, so. Right. is this stuff not working? Other events. There. Save. That. Yeah, should work. Macro. Hey, look, it works.
Hey, it's favorable.
Oh, no, this
It
is
is
something that
deep.
you guys roll. I was just testing it. But you should, at the bottom of your screen, now have a weather events macro as well. As long as you have macros turned on. So, if, I don't know who wants to roll it, but somebody needs to roll on the weather events table. So, you guys can decide which one of you is going to roll for the first day of travel.
Bottom of what screen?
Oh, there it is. Rollable totem.
No, so at the top right, there's the 3 buttons right next between the speaker and the cog. If you click that, it'll bring up the macros.
Yeah, and you can,
Oh, there
there's
we
an
go.
option
Okay.
to show macro quick bar, and it'll put it at the bottom of your screen.
All it does is make a small space at the bottom of my screen. It is actually not visible for me,
Oh,
regardless
okay.
whether I have it on
Yeah,
or not.
that's same for me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
it just moves all the pictures down there up like a
yeah, you
fucking
might
quarter inch, and
try
that's it.
you might try refreshing.
Okay.
I will try and
Refreshing
refresh right now then.
did
Nope.
not fix it.
Did not
Oh.
fix it.
Okay.
No
Well,
macro quick bar.
Somebody
It
go into
said-
the macro and click on weather events. You can see them in the macros.
So roll.
Let's see here. I've rolled and Azric has rolled, so one of you 3 roll.
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
You want to have my terrible luck? I can do it.
Thanks, Taruk!
Oh, you know, thanks. I'm so glad you did that. You know what?
Okay.
You're within arm's reach. Give me a second.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So
Hit him. Do it again.
I just took 5. I just took 5 hit points. What's the damage?
Wait. Paris, is that a hate crime?
Yes, it is in fact a hate crime. Thank you very much. Just because I did it out
Knew
of
it.
malice.
alrighty then. So for unfavorable, I did forget to add the one in there, but that's fine. I did add the favorable, extremely unfavorable conditions in there. D100 for me. Either Tuhurk can roll it or the next person can roll it.
Do you really want me
You
to
know
roll?
what? I'll do it. I'll do it. And I'm gonna roll terribly, guys. Ready?
Okay.
Our ship gets sunk.
$32. Okay.
That giggle scares me.
Got it. That up. There we go. All right. So as you all are rushing around the deck of the ship, getting everything ready to unmoor and begin your departure from Dock 17 and Milas, are any of you guys doing anything specific to help Azric with his role to get the ship out of port?
Yeah, so for me specifically, at least, with the last time that we had to do this, I'm gonna go in the underneath area and start securing stuff down. I don't want to have to go and fight all of the furniture again. That was not a pleasant experience. And so battening things down and making sure things aren't gonna be flying around like last time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check for me, Desmond. Anyone else assisting? With every passing check that you guys do, Azric's DC for getting the ship out without hitting anything goes down. So
Taruk will
Without hitting anything.
assist. Without anything.
or without incident.
Yeah, Taruk will assist. That's when doing
This is bad.
so.
10. Okay. What were you doing, Taruk?
He uses bubble gum to stick everything in place.
Whoa. I was trying to secure things to like in the underneath area, like in the cabin
Desmond,
area. I'm trying to.
yeah, Desmond, you run in there and immediately trip, fall, and knock everything over.
Whoops.
Great.
No, you start batting things down, but with the shifting of the waters, and it seems that the waters are churning a bit more with some incoming weather, it is hard for you to get everything down there by yourself, but it sounded like Tarhuk was going to come help you. So, Tarhuk, why don't you give me a survival check?
Sure.
Natural 1. Natural 1. 9!
Oh my
Oof.
God.
Oh no. We
With
can't
the
roll.
both of you, it is still tough, but you are managing to get things bolted and solid down there enough to where it shouldn't be an issue at this moment. Anyone else doing anything to help with the unmooring of the ship?
I mean, I'll assist someone else who needs assisting.
I'll be
Okay,
helping. I'll be helping with oar duty.
Okay, so if you guys are both doing oar duty, then one of you can roll with advantage, or both of you can roll separately. What were you gonna say, Azric?
How about we untie some ropes? Start pulling some anchor.
Yeah, because otherwise that's just going to.
I think he meant to say that more as an order.
That was that wasn't
That
was
was an
Yeah,
understood
I'll,
one.
I love
I mean,
I'll get started on ropes.
okay, I'll assist him with ropes if he'll assist me with oaring when we get ready to leave port.
Okay.
Sure.
Since we're both above deck anyway.
All right. For ropes, you guys can either roll survival or sleight of hand.
Do you want to roll with advantage or do you want me to help?
Hold on. I forgot my sheet got closed out of. I can roll it with advantage.
Alright.
Sleight of hand.
I say all of you except for Azric are rogues, so all of you should be good at sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand's actually my slowest score.
You're super slow at sleight of hand. Really good, but it takes you forever. Alright, so a 22. Easy enough. You guys managed to get all of the ropes and everything pulled in. You've worked together to get the anchor pulled up, and you are now in prime position to start pushing yourselves away from the dock so you don't hit it on your way out. I guess we'll see how that goes. For oars, I need athletics checks.
Okay. I guess I'll roll with advantage since you rolled before. Or do you want to roll with me?
Up to you. My athletics aren't particularly great, but I don't think
Mine
anyone's
either.
here is.
You know what? I think we should all be doing some ores after we finish the underneath.
We all just pouring.
I think we should all ore together. How do y'all feel about that?
Orgy.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Guys,
Oh
it's
my
time. It's time to head
Sorry.
for guys. It's time to head for another port. Let's start our weekly orgy.
I don't want to be
I'm ordered.
whining adult.
It's one
All
of those things
right, so
came in
that
my
is an
brain and out of my
immediate
mouth.
-2.
No.
Okay, so everyone, we need to roll. We need as many rolls as we can.
That's true.
Athletics checks for anyone who's oring. Anyone who's a
we're
part of
here.
this orgy.
Desserts.
Yay,
Yay.
Taru!
Or in the
Yeah,
shit out of
true.
things.
Wait, it's a -2. It's a -2. I'll also ore. Let's do this. Heck yeah.
All right, man, Terhook, this is a lot of weight on your shoulders. As they're, it feels like they're just like splashing the top of the water with their oars. You're the only one making solid contact with anything. As you push the entire ship away from the dock.
Jeez, Turk's arm's gonna be gonna be messed up.
All right, I
Or
need
you can just
a
whip.
sailing check from Mr. Azric.
A sailing check? Like a...
Yeah, so you can use God, what was I about to say? You can use survival or do. I will let you use survival or yeah, just use survival.
Well,
Oh,
Hey.
fall into the port.
everything's
There-
going so wrong.
Is a moment as you guys are moving away from port, and Terhook, you have the full weight of this ship on your shoulders while everyone else is slapping water with sticks. And as you do, Azric, you see your chance and start taking the rudder to kind of start to back out as the entire front of the Black Waltz just heavily scrapes against the end of the dock as you push out into the main area of the Tsubame no Ura Bay. Your guys' ship has taken some damage.
Oh my
It's
god.
not going well. I also want to stay here.
I think we live here now.
There now. It's land safe.
Yeah,
I
so
think
your
we
ship.
should, get gone before they try and make us pay for any damages to the dock.
Somebody roll 1d20 for me, please.
I'm not rolling.
Not
after
me.
this.
Not me.
No.
You
I
want
think
this
we're
to be low. Alright, the ship takes 14 points of
Oh.
damage.
Oh,
Oh, who rolled that? Oh, now you're rolling hot.
Not enough to cripple
Yeah.
her, and not enough to put any holes in the hull. So, as you guys get out into open waters, the sky above starts to become sullen, streaked with low-hanging slate clouds that cling to the morning, and the rising sun's golden glow fights in vain to pierce through this shrouded veil. Scattering pale light across the damp timbers and shimmering water around you. A sharp, persistent wind rolls in off the bay, tugging at the sails and snapping lines taut with restless urgency. You all move with determination, we'll say. Tightening lashings, checking lines, and exchanging brief nods as you are cast off from Dock 17. Air thick with brine and pitch and foreign spices, fragrant traces of the distant lands and uncertain destinations of all the visitors to Milos. Stirred by the bustle of harbor life and the groaning lullaby of the creaking gangplanks, the sound begins to fade As Azric, you stand at the helm, coat fluttering behind you, eyes sweeping across the port one final time as you begin to see the city silhouette slowly leave your sight. So, Black Waltz now broke from her berth and slipping forward into the waters of Subame no Ura. Your hull starts carving a wake through the sea's waves. By early afternoon, the ship's rhythm has settled into a steady cadence of ocean travel. Watch rotations, shifted meals, and you all making ready for the coming days at sea. So, as you guys are exiting Subame no Ura, let's switch you over to our normal ship map. Go. Why are you guys?
We lost that at sea. Rip.
There we go.
There we are.
You guys are making good headway. There are some good winds at your back, though it does seem like a storm is slowly rolling in over the area, but you might just beat it.
Totally not my fault.
That's one thing that I want to do real quick. What do you think, Azric, lends itself more to your ship sailing skills? What ability? Wisdom? Intelligence? Dexterity?
Probably wisdom or dexterity.
Alright, now you actually have a sailing check that you can do. It's under your tools.
Look at that.
So,
Do you want me to click
as I will have you click it in just a moment. As you all are moving and mingling about the ship, the waves cresting, the dark clouds slowly rolling in, I need 2 people to roll perception checks. 2 people who would be in charge of keeping watch around you above deck.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Damn it. Okay, I'll do one of the rolls.
I forgot that they were in the same room for a minute there. That really confused me because I was waiting for like rolls to happen.
Okay, so what was I doing? Perception?
Perception from 2 people.
Okay, so I'll do one, so
17.
I'm gonna-
Who's doing the other?
Who's doing the other?
Azric, has he like a personal assign? With who
Does Azric? Are you asking if Azric has a personal assistant?
That would be
Yes.
Sai.
That would be Sai.
All right.
Sai, you want to roll a perception check for me?
Yeah, I'm working on that. Damn.
8. So, Desmond. It's late afternoon as you're keeping watch. You spot something. Just a flicker at the edge of your vision. A ship. Distant. Silent. No pennant. No signal lights. Too far to read its silhouette, yet unmistakably there. A pale blot on the horizon. After a few moments, it vanishes into haze, then returns. The pattern repeats, uncanny in its precision. The The shape appears, disappears, returns again, always keeping just enough distance to avoid clear identification, like a ghost threading the edges of your vision, never quite touching it. Conversations go on above deck, and glances stretch longer towards the sea. Each reappearance chips away at your comfort for the moment. Are you guys doing anything in the immediacy?
So you're saying I see this and it's behind us, like following us?
Yes.
Who's on the helm currently?
It'd be me.
Do a barrel roll.
No, so what I'd do, I'd head over to the helm and I'd approach Azric. Captain,
Yes, Desmond?
you wouldn't happen to have someone who could take over momentarily, would you?
Darian!
Hey, on it.
Captain, come this way. And I'd take him over to wherever I was on the deck where I started to see it. And I'd like make it so like we're having like a casual chat, like not making it so if anyone with like a telescope would like be looking at us would notice it. Take a look over yonder that way. And not really pointing, but like kind of like making like a stretching motion, but like having one arm a bit more like jutted out a bit.
Yeah, well, I need you guys to roll either stealth or performance.
Okay. Which one would you like to do? Oh, Captain, my Captain. Would you rather performance or stealth this?
You say stealth or performance?
Yeah.
It's whatever you want, Desmond.
Sure. I'll try and be stealthy about this then.
Okay.
I'm not stealthy at all.
Okay, so Desmond very nonchalantly, but clearly very chalantly, is trying to get you to look at something in the horizon. Pointing it
I'll
out.
give her a side eye.
Yeah. Pointing it out, you very clearly see what he is trying to show you. A ship far in the distance, too far to really identify without some sort of spyglass or telescope. But as soon as it appears, it slowly drifts beyond the horizon before a few minutes later reappearing again, as if it's tailing you from as far as possible.
I don't very much like being tailed. It gives me a lot of bad memories in the back alleys.
Well, I will say that it wouldn't be our acquaintances. They wouldn't be able to stay caught up that way. And I hate to say I'm rather familiar with this tactic.
What do you say we do, Captain?
Well, we got a couple options. We either cut over and make it extremely obvious that they're following us and come up with a plan from there, or we slow down and have a chat. Either they'll stop too, or they'll come up on us.
Neither sounds like a very good idea.
Well, if we get followed into a cove and we get pincered from the front and the back, it wouldn't be very great either.
These options are really leaving one wanting for more. Should we ask the rest of the crew?
Well, we might as well. Everyone,
Hey,
it seems that we've got somebody on our tail that is not friend or foe, possibly, but they are definitely following us and keeping us at a close distance. Can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but I'm familiar enough with how the Howling Tempest hunts its prey, and it's the exact same way. They wait for dark, and then they hunt. And if they're performing the same action, then they'll be upon us faster than that we would realize in the dead of night. They'd cut out their lights very quickly, and they'd they'd be next to us before we realized where they really were. And we've only got a few options. We either make it obvious that they're following us, or we slow down and we have a chat with them once they get upon us. Either way, it's most likely going to be a fight, but like I just told Desmond, if we wait until we get into the cove, we're more likely to have somebody at our front and at our heels. And that's not exactly something that I'd like to have.
So we either flee or attempt to flee, or we slow down and let them have a chat with us.
Or, has anybody seen a spyglass on this blasted fucking boat? I cannot remember if I did or not.
I think I would have remembered.
I will let 3 of you roll a history check with disadvantage. And if any of you pass, then one of you have seen a spyglass on the ship.
Let me look at my notes to see whether or not I saw a spyglass too.
He doesn't trust us.
So who? First of all, you guys have not seen a spyglass. Believe me,
Okay.
I've told you everything that was on the ship. However, it is a ship. There could be a spyglass. So in the event that one of you passes this history check, I'll let 3 of you roll. Then a spyglass is on the ship.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Well,
One of
Desmond,
two.
have you
One
seen
of
a
you can
spyglass
roll.
around here?
So one of you can roll with advantage, but then only 2 of you are rolling. So one person with advantage and one person with disadvantage.
I think that may be for the
Gonna roll?
best. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I'd give up a roll to give Desmond his advantage. I mean, he was the one that scoured the ship more than anybody else.
That's true, I have. Alright, and then what am I rolling history said? Let us go ahead. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Let's go. That's not bad.
Okay.
Who else is rolling?
That's good. I guess me.
I'd say everyone that ransacked the ship should roll.
Yeah, I think so. It
Yeah.
should be Darian.
Yeah. While Desmond and Darian are trying to recall a spyglass, Tahook, would you care to give our dearest elven assassin a call?
Hey, I shall do
Please
that.
let them know what we're seeing, and I mean, at best it could be them, and at worst they could at least investigate. Though it could mean that our backup will not arrive the way that we wish, but I'd rather not have the backup in time than for us to get pincered this way.
Hey, good thinking, Captain. I shall do exactly that. And
The
he's
sending
gonna
stone gives you 25 words, Tarhuk.
Oh yeah, it's 25 words. Okay, let me.
Desmond, you weren't going to tell anybody. You actually pocketed a spyglass that you found in the captain's quarters when you were doing your full ship walk down while everyone else was at the market.
Yeah, that tracks. Desmond's over in the corner. He's just kind of mulling over this. He's gonna pull open like his coat just slightly, not letting anyone else really see what's inside of it, because he probably has a lot of randomly acquired stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he's just gonna pull out the spyglass.
Imagine that. The dear Desmond has a spyglass in his coat.
It's very necessary for triages. You'd understand.
I don't.
Is it?
So I'm going to take the spyglass. And so it's behind us.
Yeah, but not coming from the direction of Milas.
Okay, are we more like,
So instead
trying to-
of coming from like the southwest, it's
side?
coming from the southeast. And you guys are sailing northeast currently.
So it would be southern port side?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to come down here kind of at the base of the steps to where I can use the spyglass without being 100% spotted. And try to get a looky-loo at what the ship is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You can roll investigation or perception.
Investigation or perception? We'll go investigation.
Well then.
Oh,
I've rolled twice and they're both nat ones.
oh look, it's a
Please don't
fishing
drop my
kit.
spyglass. Please don't drop my spyglass.
You guys hear plop.
Kaplunk.
No, as you look through the spyglass, you're caught very off guard, Ezric. You know the ship is there, but it's nothing but darkness. For as far as you can see, just a deep black void. Desmond, watching this, you see your captain looking through a spyglass with the cap still on the end of it.
I'm gonna walk over and say this to him. Captain, I think I need to recheck you after that last incident. You seem to be a bit touched in the head. And then I'm gonna remove the end cap.
Thank you, too, Desmond.
I'll see you sometime later. I'm definitely rechecking you out. You seem to have some sort of mild concussion.
You can roll investigation again, but the DC is higher this time.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna hand the spyglass to Desmond. You fucking look at it.
You know, maybe that's for the best, Captain.
Try not to let them see you.
You know, at this point, Captain, I don't think that's very important, but I'll try my best.
And I'm gonna go over by Terhook, as he's supposed to be calling her.
Investigation, right?
Yeah. Investigation or perception.
Yeah, I'm going investigation. I'm gonna try and look. I'm gonna double check to make sure the end is off, just, you know, in case.
Yeah, it's still in your other hand.
Size of relief. Looks through it.
$18. All right. Oh god. So, as you look through the spyglass into the wavering blur of the horizon, I just had stuff. I think it was. Says I'm streaming.
Yeah, stream's still live.
Okay. Anyway, you see the silhouette. A sleek hull, blackened and low, with sails drawn tight against the wind, moving like a shadow on the horizon. You don't see a name or a banner on the ship, but its figurehead is unmistakable, even at a distance. A grim, skeletal worm with its jaws wide open, its spine arched back in what seems like an eternal screaming position, reaching towards the waves as if seeking to consume everything in its path. The faint shimmer of burned paint across its hull gives the impression of scorched bone beneath obsidian plating.
Oh. So you're saying it's a ghost ship?
Didn't say that.
It's looking like one. I don't know.
Does
Do I like... So, for all of my time in ports, have I ever seen a sinister looking boat like this? Of any type of make?
Yeah. Some people get a little bit overzealous with their ship designs.
Alright, let me be more specific. Have I seen this specific boat before? I think I would remember if I've ever seen this one.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check for me. Do you tell anyone else what you see?
Not yet. Not unless I know if I actually recognize it or not.
Hey, Kuro,
Yes.
you're sharing the screen of the Roll20 where we can see everything.
Oh.
Just so, you don't accidentally share it later on when we actually need something to...
Is that better?
That is better.
Also, rolled my history.
Okay. You've heard of a vessel like this. And it is that of the Ashen Blades.
Oh. Great. Oh, Captain.
Yes, Desmond?
Ashen Blades.
The Ashen Blades. Well,
Any idea why they'd be after us?
I could probably name a few.
Do a few of those happen to end with us dying grisly deaths?
Most likely.
Hmm.
Okay. We can hop back into it. And we'll just kind of have to go from there.
Wait, we good?
Should be good now.
What were we talking about?
YouTube is online.
And so is Twitch.
Not on my side.
I am currently viewing it in my stream manager. Shows that it is seeing the screen and us talking on it.
Well, I just refreshed to see if that fixes it, so.
Sorry, everybody. We had some crash issues. Might be switching to OBS instead of Streamlab. Pretty short.
So picking up where we were, it was talking about the ship.
The
right,
Ashen
that we're
Blade.
having- Yes, the Ashen Blade. So yes, Captain. Any reason why they'd maybe possibly wish to kill us?
Well, I mean, we talked with Alfie and said that people have been washing up with the burning handprint and to not get on the bad side of the Ashen Lord. Could only assume that the Void Glass has something to do with them.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Well,
Captain.
with this new information, go ahead, Taruk.
No, it's Captain. Do you want me to relay the information to Elendra?
We definitely should. At this point, we should tell them that it is for sure the Ashen Blade, and that we may want to deal with them before getting to the cove.
Alright. Okay, so the message is he's gonna basically take out his magic stone. And he's gonna say this. Ship is behind us. Sorry, my bad. This is the Black Waltz. Ship is behind us. It's quietly trailing us. Ship called Ashen Blade. Requesting assistance and caution when following.
How many times did you say ship?
A lot. I crossed a lot of stuff and I was like, wait a second. I said this already. God dang it. That's fine.
Did you write the message out?
Oh no, basically I had to write it and then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go wing it.
Okay.
He's just counting on his fingers as he's talking.
Yep, pretty much. Which is why I said ship like 4 times. I could have.
The ship is shipping,
The ship is shipping, yeah.
doing ship-like things.
It's doing ship like things.
We definitely have a ship.
We definitely do have a ship. Creating all kinds of ships here.
As you speak the message into the sending stone, realize you're out of minutes.
You gotta go to Walmart.
Yeah, you needed to go to ye old Verizon.
Mm.
No,
The
you hear
old
back
Verizon.
after a moment. Hear as the stone begins to glow, a voice come out. Received. Stay sharp. We'll change course. Try to intercept from behind if we can. Don't engage. Watch for signals. Hold fast, Waltz.
So we're totally engaging them, right? This
Hey.
seems to be how we do things.
Oh boy. And Taruk is the only one that can hear the message, or
No,
could
it's auditory.
Azric? Alright. Well, Azric, what do you think?
Well, I say we stay course. If we start to get too close to the cove and it's still trailing us, then we react accordingly, but hopefully that they can pick them off before we get that far. Sure, once they realize that they've got a ship on their own tail, they won't stay on looking at us for too much longer.
Alright, so we have to make sure that they're not planning on boarding us. That they're only just trying to trail us. Actually, well, Taruk probably can't see it from there. Okay, then never mind.
We've definitely got to keep a good eye out, especially at nightfall. If they strike, it'll most likely be then.
At this point, I would like to secretly put my spyglass back into my coat, nonchalantly.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand.
Do sleight of hand.
The best things are worth suffering for. I believe Benjamin Franklin said that.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure.
Twitch is back online.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you managed to pretty handily hide the telescope out of prying eyes into. Although it is well known that you have it, so.
It's not about the fact that it's known, it's about the principle.
Gotcha. As you guys keep your watches, trying to keep an eye out on the horizon for the ship following you, evening falls with little fanfare. The wind calms down slightly, temperature drops. Clouds above hold an oppressive kind of looming feeling over all of you as you continue your journey northeast towards Glassfire Cove. It's been a couple hours, glancing back towards the sea behind you, seeing nothing. There's still a feeling that you're being followed. Know the ship is out there. Multiple of you saw it. It was following you, but it had not been seen in a while. As evening falls, how are you guys handling watches?
So, could we... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll let you ask your question first.
I was gonna say, mostly it was to you, actually. I was gonna be like, Captain, would it be smart of us to have an extra person on watch for each shift?
Before that, it's not dark yet, right?
It is not. Evening is just starting to fall, so there's still a little bit of light out.
All right, just making sure. I'd agree. We probably should have additional watch, and I think it may be best if we slow down a bit, at least to see if we can make the ship appear. I'd assume that they're not much further behind us. They already got our course positioned, so I'm gonna guess that they're probably staying just out of sight. They probably wouldn't guess that we'd just suddenly slow down.
So you don't think they're doing a visual check?
I think they're staying just out of eyesight until darkness falls, and they'll be on deck by ship light.
Are we gonna try and lose them with full blackout, sir, Captain?
We think that we can steer in it.
The stars are ample lights. Are you not a seasoned sailor?
Not gonna say I'm seasoned at steering the boat, but I think that we can pull it off. Just make sure that we have somebody to keep watch to make sure whoever's steering isn't going to run into something. Or worse,
Hey.
getting off track.
So, Captain, if I may, it would be preferable if someone who can see in the dark will be taking the night watch as well. Just to make sure that we're not caught upon unawares.
Well, The only people I know for sure that meet those requirements are myself and Sai, unless one of you three are able to see in the dark.
Alas, that is something that I have not been able to allay myself of yet. I'll figure a way out. Maybe
All of a sudden,
some.
you guys see something flying through the air towards your ship.
Interesting.
What does it look like?
From how far away it
Cannonball?
is right now, you can't quite make it out, but it is moving at great speed towards you. A blip in the sky, a few hundred feet away at the moment, but on a direct course for you.
What is that?
I don't know. Hard to port.
Hard to port.
Okay.
Hard port.
Everybody else get ready and brace yourselves.
Bracing.
Oh, heavens.
At worst bet it's cannon fire. Best bet it's food. So he's steering, hopefully out of the way.
Roll a survival check for me, please.
That'd be Mr. Darian.
Oh boy.
Me. Survival.
16. Hard to port. You manage to keep the ship's bearings as you go hard to port. And you see as this thing is getting closer and closer. What are you guys doing?
So did it change course with us?
It did.
It changed course with us?
Yep.
Still can't tell what it is?
It's still too far away. If only one of you had a spyglass or something.
I'm gonna pull the spyglass out and look at it.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
All right. Investigating. There we go.
15. You see what looks like a bronze or gold falcon, it looks like, moving at breakneck speed towards your ship.
Oh. Whoops.
Since when did they make birds of metal?
Would
Does
any
it-
of us have any idea what this bird would be?
This.
One of you does.
Oopsie. Yeah,
Uh.
I'm assuming it rings a bell.
Yeah, Tahurk, you know what this is.
Yes.
I'm gonna insight.
Inside the hook.
Roll an insight check.
I'm going. Hold on. Let me ask this first. As soon as Desmond says, "When do they make birds of metal?" I'm
What
assuming
does
Terhook would
Terhook
kind
look
of be
like?
like, "Oh fuck."
Oh fuck. See, Taruk would actually slip. It would slip just for a moment. So if Azric is quick enough, he'll be able to catch that.
So I guess first, DM, I'd like to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I have to roll deception just to.
Yep.
Mhm. All right, 1 second. I'm not disadvantaged. Perception. Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, you see a look on Terhook's face as he hears a metal bird.
Terhook,
Yes, Captain.
I'd hate
Oh.
to say that I noticed your facial expressions changed once we mentioned a metal bird.
Yes, that is
Ah.
mine. He says,
That's
"What?"
yours.
That is mine. Yeah. Aye.
Darian,
Alright.
please get us back on course. Terhook, I expect explanations. I'd rather things
Reaching-
not be flying at breakneck speeds towards our ship.
Reaching the airway of your ship, you see this gold and bronze falcon land on the railing of your ship. At this point, Terhook, the message that you sent to your master, the Dawn Warden Darius, has returned. As you go to quickly try to secret it away from everybody without them noticing, despite it landing directly in front of them, the moment your hand touches it, its mouth opens, and out from its beak you hear, "Your vigilance honors the soul. Trust your instincts, but tread cautiously. Shadows cling to those around you. Observe, report back, and survive. If the maw stirs, the sanctum must be warned."
Have you been reporting our every doing and dealings this entire time?
Not everything, no. Mostly information that either has to do with my order or possibly just anything at all concerning other pirates' motives and observations.
Or the
Besides,
maw.
exactly.
Roll a deception check for
Yep.
me.
Yeah.
Yep. He's not being entirely truthful.
And do you want us to roll opposing insight?
Yes, please and thank you.
Yeah, no, seems like he's telling the truth.
Where the heck is that? But
Oof.
20. He is clearly misrepresenting the whole truth.
Captain, I think we're gonna have to persuade him a bit more if he doesn't want to be forthwith with the information. He's clearly lying.
Alright, look, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to protect my home. Which
Insight
is
check. I don't
In
trust
case
anything you
you-
were saying.
Hey, by the way, Turk, just in
Mhm.
case you
Yep.
forgot what you told Darian, I just pinned it in our chat.
Yep. Let's see.
So,
Going forward, make sure you roll your deception checks just to me.
Will do.
not only did we just agree that we trust each other, Tahook, you've just been caught in a lie, it seems. It's not playing great in your favor right now, you know that.
Hey, it is not.
Seems like we should have a little bit of honesty on the table. You work for the Sunlit Scripture,
I do indeed.
openly lying to the people who can throw you off of a ship in the middle of the ocean. And this is, what, the 5th time in just a few days that we've heard of the Maw. Which
You
I'm
know, Captain,
very
something's starting to
familiar
make a
with.
little. Something's starting to pop back up in my mind. Very early on, he seems to want to cause a bit of tension between some of the members, myself being one of them.
I'm going to assume he probably knows you since he works for them.
You're right, I do have a rather
Ambiguous
various.
past.
Yes, we can go with that.
I just don't agree with your methods. I think there's a good man inside of you, but I digress. This is not about you, it's about me. As for me, what I did was I wanted a bit more information. Anything that had to connect with the pirate lords, as well as information on every single one of you. Because you're all strangers to me, or at least strangers that are holding secrets, just like me. But in order to make sure that I could trust you, or at least I knew that you were at least decent people, that would not fall under more heinous crimes, I need a bit more information. Which is why I
Tahook.
trusted Azaric more, because he mentioned about hating slavers.
I'm gonna turn to the captain. He understands he's on a pirate ship, right?
I was about to say, Tahook, you do realize that though I hate slavers, I am a pirate. And I have been for quite some time.
That is true. And I've been a criminal, a liar. I'm still a liar.
They're painfully
Very
obvious.
obvious.
So
Well?
I have no issue with any of that. Because I know that you're a good person deep down, Azrik, so I have no quarrels with any of that. In fact, I need a pirate ship. I need to be on here in order to both protect the people I care about, while also finding information that may have any effect on my past doings, or, as you say it, the mole.
Oh, Darian would absolutely love to be here right now.
Oh, he absolutely would.
As I start to take the bandages off of my arm, like forearm / hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tahuk,
Mhm.
the reply that you just got says that you should let them know whenever the maw stirs, correct?
That is true.
As the bandages hit the table and the mark becomes extremely exposed for the first time in the campaign, well, I suppose you should probably let them know that it's stirred many of times since you've been with us, and you've withheld this information, considering that I've been cursed the whole time.
That is true. Perhaps I should have told them, but nevertheless, there's clearly. Mhm.
Just real quick, Darian, in the back of your mind, you get this weird feeling that you're missing out on something.
You're missing out.
What
Poor
do you think you're
Darian.
talking about down there?
Can't
Probably
be
something
anything.
boring.
Well, you heard the message. I don't think it's boring.
I know.
Well, unfortunately, someone has to watch the ship. But there's no
Yeah.
reason two people have to watch it the whole time.
Cocks an eyebrow to
Sai
sigh.
leaves. Sai leaves.
I leave.
Darian, how good is your hearing?
His big bunny ears will sort of twitch. Pretty good.
Do you want to go listen for a minute while I watch the helm?
Darian will just step aside. I take the wheel for a second.
Okay, you've got 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Why does it feel like
Those
children
sounds that
playing
you
a
just dropped.
prank?
I would like to roll a perception check, because there's no way that ship isn't creaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
I'm
a stealth
stealthing
check.
down.
I need a stealth check from Darian. 21. A perception
Oh,
check from Azric.
damn.
I also want to do a perception check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn.
He's stealthy.
And then a perception check from Darian.
Not 20.
Wow, 10.
Geez, that was an important one.
All right, so go ahead and carry on with your guys' conversation.
What were we saying? I forgot.
Yeah, what were we?
I just unveiled my mark and told him that I've been cursed the entire time. Or
Yeah,
technically
Darian missed
both,
that part.
technically
Damn.
told you both that I was cursed the entire time. And I will
Yeah,
say,
but I kind of figured it out a little bit.
yeah, Desmond would not probably be surprised, considering the first conversation we had was about the mark, about
Yeah,
symptoms, signs, etc. And he could have probably picked up on it pretty easily, being who he is.
right.
Yeah, I don't judge.
Yeah, same. um,
So, Mr. Sunlight Scripture,
yeah.
you're
Well,
going to let them know that the maw has stirred.
not unless you give me permission to do so.
Appreciate you not. it's something that I'm willing to keep from my own crew, you'd think that I'd want to keep it from them as well. Though it's not exactly a secret amongst you two at this point. Desmond, I'm sure, has picked up on it by now. It was one of our first conversations. I will say, however, I do not react to the mall the way that the rest do.
At that point, Darian, you hear, "Hmm? Hmm?" All right, carry on.
I hear what?
Just a muffled voices. You can't make anything out.
I see.
So it does not react.
There's quite a bit of history with this one. I could say that I got cursed not long before I ended up in Al Hajjad, but the only time that I've had any sort of, what would you say, ill reaction was there on the docks. And I can say that it's most likely pushing me to Glassfire Cove. It's got business to attend to there, I'd assume.
So that's why we're going over there. All right.
A good portion of it, at least. I'd say 90% of the reason that I want to go at this point. After all, I have an inkling that if I choose not to listen and choose to push back, that it can take my soul. I don't know about you, but I'm rather attached to it.
Captain, I'm gonna need a raise.
I'm only getting a raise if I get injured.
Seeing with your affliction, it's gonna be fairly a lot.
It's
And I still have to check you out for that concussion.
just because I didn't know the cap was on there. Who puts a cap on a spyglass?
Everyone. You don't want the glass to be damaged.
Well, I'm not a lookout.
But speaking,
Well, then.
Captain, what I'm suggesting is the following. To be more trustworthy, because, to be honest, I'm tired of lying. Lying takes a lot out of my soul. And trying to keep things to myself clearly has not worked out well. So how about this, Captain? Here, he takes out his notebook and places it on Azric's desk. Here are the notes that I've been taking about the situation, about the current situation at least. And you'll decide what I send to my order and the exact details that I can or cannot send. In fact,
I've got a caveat to that.
Absolutely.
I think that we should put everybody's laundry out in the open. It's no fair that you two are the only ones. Darian will be thrilled to learn that he's sailing underneath a cursed captain. And I'm not going to be sitting here hoping that me or Desmond are making sure that you're not sending stuff off in surprise in the dead of the night when you're taking watch with Darian or whatever the case may be. So,
I mean, here I took offense
Desmond?
to the bird.
opened the door.
And
I'm gonna open that door open.
oh no.
Darian, you do hear "cursed captain," and then the door gets pulled open.
Can I just sort of?
Darian,
I
what are
think
you doing there?
I think
What do you mean?
I think that if he's gonna try to move out of the way of the door that quickly as it comes open, he should have to make athletics or dexterity.
I would tend to agree. I think you should make an acrobatics check for me, Darian.
Can I do like an athletics check to see how hard I opened it?
He is very acrobatic.
There's nothing I can do to beat that. Never mind. I'm sad.
You can't beat
get
that
a
with
20.
like percent. Yeah, you can get a nat 20.
You're right. Let's do it. Come on, not 20. Where's my athletics?
Oh,
You're fucking kidding me.
That's great. You pull the door open and you see a flash of tawny fur and ears like dart away from the door. And then he just suddenly at the stairs nonchalantly.
Wait, was he leaning
Actually,
up
he's-
against the door?
He was like kind of pressed up against it.
Like squatting though,
Sure.
right?
Sure. So we'll call it here though. Have you guys seen the videos of like the people who hide behind the blankets and try to dart away and confuse their dogs? And but then
Yeah.
instead they
Yeah.
run into the door jam?
Yeah.
Darian, you slam into the door jam.
Oh no.
But his check was so
A 24
high,
acrobatics,
though.
and for what?
With a natural 20 athletics check. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's
Um,
a 19 on the die. Damn it.
That was a point roll, and you succeeded.
I'm gonna
So-
turn towards the captain. Does Darian getting hurt or injured constitute towards that raise?
No, I said if I get hurt or injured. I'm gonna step over Darian and slip beside Desmond to get outside.
I'm just gonna
It's
walk.
not like
out
I
as
fell
well.
over. Come on.
He didn't fall
ran into the
over.
door
He's still
jam.
standing.
Okay.
He just bumped his head a little.
Just a little.
Just enough to slow him down enough for you guys to see him.
First off, Darian, since you was so kindly trying to eavesdrop on the conversation, who is making sure that there's not a ship up our asshole?
Size.
Sai's steering the boat.
Oh, so steering the boat.
I'm gonna
Darian will
pop
just
up and see if
raise
there's
a
a ship
finger.
following us.
Darian will do the same.
As you guys walk up there and look behind you, you see cresting over a nearby wave a few dolphins as they dive back in the water,
Aw.
following through your guys' wake.
Well,
That'd
that's a
be a
sigh of
shoot. I'm
relief.
kidding.
Wow. The dolphins. Look at inspiration.
Well then, everybody. Where should we begin? Sai's a princess. Desmond's a filthy doctor. Darian's a striving, somewhat getting better performer. Tahuk is a Sunlit Scripture member who usually hates pirates. And I hold up my hand. And I am cursed by the Maw, and have been the entire time. Yes, Darian, you are sailing underneath the cursed captain. Please contain your excitement. Sai, you probably should have picked up on this by now. And Desmond's the only one that actually already knew. Have I covered the basics?
Well, Captain, there is one thing.
Dar-
There's one thing that you got wrong, which is I am not yet a full paladin. I am a Sunlit aspirant. A paladin training.
He's
So he's less cool than what you originally thought.
He's less cool. Yeah. He's less
Uh,
cool.
forgive
He's not
me.
even
He's
a
a
full
paladin
officer.
in training. He's not even a full officer.
Somehow
Still
that
a
makes me
god.
like him less.
Darian, you were saying?
Darian's body speaks of a composure that absolutely does not reach his face.
Darian's so excited.
Yeah.
All right. No more secrets, eh?
It would
I
probably
don't
be
know
a-
if I exactly agree to that.
It would be appreciated at this point if we at least lay it out a little bit. So Desmond, if you're secretly a slaver, and probably now is the time to say it,
First off, do I look
I'll
like I
give
have
you.
slaver
I'll give you.
money?
I'll give you at least one freedom to not be dragged underneath the ship.
I'm not a slaver. If I had slaver money, I wouldn't be here.
That's a plus.
I'd prefer not to play 20 questions. So I guess I'll just be a bit honest, at least as much as I'm willing to. I'm not exactly welcome on the continent of Nadira at the moment.
That's a
I may or
positive.
may not have been part of band of mere dwellers. And because of it, I am not exactly welcome on that continent at the moment. Probably ever again.
Oh dear, eh?
What
At least
group are
we
you
have
a
no-
part of?
I'd prefer not to say.
I'd prefer not to say. It's not an organization that's gonna come and try to kill us, correct?
If
Yes.
anyone, you'd try and kill me.
We'd be without a doctor at that point. And
Can you roll a deception check for me?
Oh, yeah, I can. All right, let me look and see what I roll.
Meets it, beats it.
Fuck.
Asric, what he just said was an obfuscation of the truth.
so they'll try to kill us then.
Yes, they'll definitely try and kill you.
I think we should probably know who this organization is then. If
Do you happen
we
to
was
remember?
to run into one of them, let's say Darian, for instance, was out getting supplies and runs into one of them and happens to bring him back to our boat, it probably wouldn't fare well.
I highly doubt that would be a thing. The people that are hunting me down are probably not going to be specifically looking for me, as I was just a doctor. I was mostly working in the back alley. But if I have to be the one sharing, do you happen to remember what happened roughly a few decades ago, right?
A few decades ago,
Yes, if you were alive, you couldn't have missed it.
well, a few decades ago, let's see, I was
You were a
near,
baby.
I was near, uh, yeah, I would have been in Delphang. Because yeah,
You were like 24 or 25.
I was two decades ago. Calm down. I was not a baby. I was a toddler.
Oh, sorry.
So 2 decades ago, I was most likely playing in the mud in Delphang.
Well, you see, my employers at the time happened to, in simple terms, be doing a ritual, and a band of merry, good, what would be the word, ruffians, came along and stopped them. Very well, I actually enjoy this world, but my bosses tend to not.
I can't remember if Sai told her story just to Darian or to all of us.
I don't know anything about her story.
It was just a Darian.
Okay.
I think she mentioned some stuff to Terhook as well.
I tried to talk to Asric about it because when we very first met, I was telling him how I got led to him.
Yeah, and then you got interrupted by a weird cavalcade of strange folk coming into the tavern.
And now we're here.
So 2 decades ago, you were part of a cult trying to perform a ritual and were stopped by a band of adventurers.
I wasn't part of it per se. I just happened to inherit my old master's clients, and he happens to have had very deep dealings with them, and I just happened to inherit it. And there was no other way for me to have gotten out of the situation at the time. So when the goody two shoes happened to come along, I took advantage of it and took everything out that they were worth and ran with it. And I've been on this continent ever since.
So you ripped off a cult. What's the name of this organization?
The Iron Brand?
The Iron
Yep.
Brands. I
Oh
have
boy.
most likely for sure exactly heard of him.
Yes, you have. Actually, all of you have heard of the Iron Brand.
Yup.
So
Oh.
you were a part of the Iron Brand that tried to destroy the world.
You can't exactly choose where you get your apprenticeships. Becoming a doctor is pretty expensive, especially for one born in the Undercity. I'm just counting my lucky stars that my master saw something in me.
Well,
Before you
then,
killed him.
They don't need to know that.
The Iron Brand, you say?
Glancing at Desmond, then to Sai, back to Desmond, back to Sai.
Oh no.
Oh,
Is there a
Sai
reason why
looks
you're?
like she could fucking tear Desmond apart.
I'm gonna look at her. Is there a reason why you're staring at me like this?
He's not hiding it at all, Asric.
Nope.
She said nope.
something tells me that Sai here wants to stab you.
Well, that's written all over her face.
Uh,
I'm trying to figure
Sai,
out why.
our princess. I'm assuming that you have a connection to this.
Those bastards are the only reason I left home, because they killed my father.
They killed your dad.
Did you
At
miss
least
the
you knew
part
him.
where I said I've been gone for over 2 decades from them? Or do you only have hearing when you want to have it?
Do you know
Oh.
how long ago they killed my father?
Seeing as how you look south of 20, more recent.
20 years
I mean,
ago.
unless they brought him back to life. Resurrection's, a thing. You're a
They did
doctor. I
bring-
figure you should know that.
Do I look like the medical or the magical kind of doctor?
But you still know that it works.
I've heard the story. They did bring him back. Several times, actually.
Did
Well,
they
at
really?
least Sai's been, honest with one of us on the boat.
I told Darian after I told everyone else the truth. He's the only one that I had a chance to talk to.
I wasn't holding it against you, love. It's honestly just funny at this point. So we've got a Sunlight Scripture member, Princess. You came from the circus, right, Darian?
Darian nods.
A circus performer? Aspiring circus performer. Doctor who came from the Iron Brand cults, and me who's got a cursed bloodline and directly connected to them all. We are one amazing group of pirates.
I'm gonna
That
take
was
a second.
extreme sarcasm, by the way.
Yes, we're gonna insight check that.
Oh no,
gonna
it
take a
would be
moment.
very obvious.
Gonna take a moment and turn to Sai. If you really have that much of a problem with the Iron Brands, shouldn't you be elated that they're coming after me? It gives you more of a chance to kill them. You should be happy that I'm here.
My mission isn't to end the Iron Brand.
I believe
But I won't
mission's to save a
hesitate.
dear old dad.
But I will not hesitate to cut them down should I come across them.
Good, that's less work from me. And if you happen to
Ah.
get hurt, I'll give you a discount. I'm not exactly favorable towards them. Let's call it 1 silver off per head.
She just stares at him.
Kirk just stares between those two, like.
You try and make a good deal, and they don't appreciate it.
Well then, now let's come to some basic terms of agreement here. Tahuk,
Mhm.
you don't contact your scripture about us unless you at least talk to us first, please. I'm not going
I
to
can't-
say that you can't talk to them. I don't want you to break your oath or anything, but I think that me being a cursed captain should probably stay out of it. Along with Sai being a princess. I don't want them to think that we kidnapped her or some weird shit.
Alright, because I
Or
do need to
Desmond being a crooked doctor. Or, I mean, you could tell him that Darian's from the circus.
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
As a respect for Darius'
Please.
wishes, I won't tell him. But I
Darian
do need to
prefers
tell
you don't tell them that he's from the circus. He wants to sound like a rugged pirate. He came from oh,
Doesn't
What's
matter
that?
where I came
Kids.
from. Just don't mention I ran away from the circus. Okay?
Alright, I
They're
will
looking
tell
for
me.
me.
telling me Caden from the Tide Swan. It's funnier that way.
As funny as that would be, and as a great as just it would be, should have to respect Darian's wishes. But I do need to send something back, otherwise they'll think that I'm dead or worse. So I will talk to you later about that, Captain, if I may.
That's fine. Like I said, as long as secrets stay secrets. At least now everything's out in the open. We can at least not think that somebody's hiding something. Unless Desmond's still hiding something, because, be honest, if there was anybody here hiding something, it'd most likely be him. Actually,
Potentially,
Darian,
Captain.
what are you hiding?
What do you mean?
He's a demigod.
You're from the circus, and you don't want the circus to know that you're from the circus, or anybody to know that you're from the circus. So, either the circus is coming to kill you, which is honestly
They're
possibly
not gonna
laughable.
kill me.
Well, that's good. Well, what?
Well, there goes the clown arc.
Darren, I'm just saying, if the circus has pirate ships, I would love to know about it.
No, we don't.
Q buggy ship.
just-
Oh,
I
I
just
already
don't
have
want
a
to go
pirate
back.
clown.
You just don't want to go. Okay, that's understandable. I wouldn't want to work at the circus for my entire life either.
Do you not have free will?
People have free will at the circus?
Good point, Captain. Who would want to do that? That's rather demeaning.
I don't know. I heard there was a bearded lady there that I rather enjoyed it, but
Ayo.
Hey yo.
There's two things Azrix loves. It's beards and ladies.
especially together.
In that exact order, too.
That's
Yeah.
a man.
And
Well then, still no ship coming up on us, I'm assuming.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Nice. What's the sun look like? Besides being a
I-
bright orb in the sky.
It is breaking the horizon and slowly drifting out of sight.
And we did slow down, correct?
Yeah,
So still no ship behind us. We slowed down, so either they've fallen back further than expected, or our acquaintances caught up with them. I guess we'll go back to full speed. Figure out the watches for the night. Well then, Sai,
Hi, Captain.
you're only half elf, correct?
Correct.
So you still need a full night's rest.
3/4 by
Bummer.
blood.
You're a half elf. Just call it as it is. So first we'll go with Tahuk and Sai. Sai, make sure that Tahuk doesn't send any stupid messages that's going to get himself killed and dragged by the boat.
Hi, Captain.
and here I thought me and Sai were gonna bond.
She's just
I
going to
think-
bristle at him.
I think she's creeped out by you, and now she's angry. So I'd rather not. I will say that you should probably sleep towards the back of the cabin. So if she does go in there to stab somebody, she's got to trip over Darian first.
I was planning on it. Darian is a rather good meat shield.
Hey,
And-
no. I've
and-
got my hammock claimed.
Hey, Darian, remember when we got you that loot?
Oh, all right, fine.
I am
Mop it up.
above stabbing someone in their back, Captain. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, that's good. It was more jokes. I hope that
Well,
you
I
wouldn't
was.
stab the only doctor on the boat.
I also would like to point out I sleep on my back, so it wouldn't be my back she's stabbing.
You could stab him in the front like a
Yeah.
real woman.
Whichever
Still
he
flipping it up.
prefers.
Sai, Darian, you're taking first. Me and Tahuk will take second. I will split it partially, though. By that time, it should be fairly late in the night. I see them attacking before that, honestly. So, Tahuk,
Mhm.
I will give you your moments of peace if you wish, and then, wake me up a little bit later to where I could finish off the night with Desmond.
All right,
Uh,
we'll do that.
Split it up a little bit, so therefore we can all at least get a full night's rest, but still also be 100% on our toes. And I will say to Hook,
Mhm.
I think this should show that I do trust you not to make a foolish move.
Absolutely, and you have no issue with that, Captain. I swear on my oath.
Well then,
Mhm.
anybody else got anything pressing to lay on the table? No surprises, hopefully, in the near future. If there's any deeper, darker secrets, I'd at least like to have them a few weeks out.
I can talk to the dad.
That's fucking weird.
Do you
Oh.
happen to know if any of my patients will be able to pay their bills? Those deadbeats owe me
Uh,
quite a lot of money.
Do you have to know the dead in order to talk to them?
No, I don't.
No. You can just say the name and suddenly they're there?
I don't even need a name.
Then how do you know who you're talking to?
They
How
introduce
do you just
themselves.
contact them?
They generally speak to me.
Oh, so you can't so you get spoken to by the dead and then you can speak back. You can't just be
When,
like, "Oh, hey," you can't just be like, "Oh, hey, really and Voss, I need to speak with you."
in some cases, actually, yes, I can.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well then,
That's all my secrets.
think you could try to contact somebody.
Possibly.
Be kind of interesting to at least see if they're dead.
Well, give me a name and a full moon, and I'll see what I can do.
You need a full moon.
It helps. I don't necessarily need a.
Which of the
Seems like a
moons?
lot of caveats on this.
Umbria.
Well, you should definitely see if Morex is dead or if we're just sailing a live person's boat. And he's probably chasing us at that point. That would be a nice thing to know. And apart from that, we should probably try to contact, I'd probably say, Rillian Voss or Kassira Voss. Either one of those pop up. You should probably ask them about Kane. And if you can get any nice information about Kane, that would be very appreciated. He's a distant relative of mine.
All right.
Just don't accept anything from them.
I generally never bother with it. That it's a bad idea. I learned that when I was 5.
Yep, this bottle will probably get you cursed, so
I love how Azrak was just like, huh, well, that'll come in handy. Just shrug. Just shrug and move on.
seen weirder fucking things.
Yeah.
He's like, girl can talk to ghosts. That's actually kind of that's actually kind of come in handy.
Okay.
So, I guess while we're going through things, I do magic. Darian plays the lute. All right, now break.
I don't like to call what Darian does playing. That's an insult to musicians everywhere.
I think he
Well,
plays quite well.
he made more money than you or Terhook when you guys
Yeah.
went out
Oh,
Yeah, but
got
do we
him.
know
in the
that?
town.
I'm
You never
sure
made
he's
that.
probably
Yeah,
bragged about it by
Darian-
now.
Darian
Oh,
showed back
most
up on the ship
assuredly.
with like 12 gold rings and
All right. Okay, so first watch.
Sai and Darian are on first watch. Can you guys roll perception checks, please?
Mhm.
Perception. Indeed.
Desmond's sleeping towards the back so he doesn't get stabbed.
Heck yeah, I am. I don't trust Sai right now. She wants to kill me.
Okay. Your first night aboard the Black Waltz is cool and overcast, the dark sky veiled in low hanging clouds that seem to smother the stars and turn the ocean into a vast black mirror. A breeze hisses through the rigging, occasionally tugging at the loose canvas. The ship rocks gently with the current, wood creaking. Sigh as you're watching near the helm, keeping an eye out on both the horizon and the trail behind you, occasionally glancing skywards where the clouds have broken just enough to reveal a sliver of Umbria. Darian pacing the deck, pausing now and then to lean against the railing. Your eyes flicker across the water, noting flashes of phosphorescent plankton, a distant flicker of light. You guys, Sai, you don't see shit. Darian, there is a glint of something in the water off the starboard side.
Any idea what it is?
It looks like something swimming alongside the ship. You can roll an investigation check if you want to further investigate it.
He's totally falling
Wow.
overboard.
Looking over the side of the ship, you see again the glint. And looking down the water, black as night, a hint of silver. And then a hand breaches the waves, reaching up towards you, and you dart backwards and looking around. What are you doing?
I'm yelling out. Someone's trying to breach the ship! And I'll scramble for my weapons.
Okay.
Someone's trying to breach the ship.
Sai?
Sorry, I was on my notes page. Quick, get the captain.
Sure, they're
Oh.
being fucking loud.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would most definitely hear this, Azaric.
We're stomping
yeah.
around, buddy.
We're already coming outside the door.
So it was off the starboard side. Yes. Okay.
Yep, same for us, I assume.
Oh.
Yes,
Would
you
they-
guys would hear the rampant stomping and yelling on the top of the ship.
All right, Tahuk's gonna place his leather armor on before going upstairs and get his sword.
As I come out of the door, is it the Ashen Blade?
I don't know. I saw something silver in the water. And then a hand reached up towards me.
A hand reached up towards you from the water,
Yes.
and a long arm to reach so far up onto the boat.
I'll inch back over, see what exactly it is.
You look over, you just see the black water. No disturbances, no waves.
I know what I saw.
Go ahead and peek over.
Again, you just see the black water below.
So, you sure you saw it?
Positive.
Interesting.
Tarhuk is going to close his eyes for a second, and he's gonna what is it? He's gonna try Divine Sense to see if there's anything like nefarious when it comes to necrotic or demons.
Okay. Pushing out your divine sense.
Hmm.
You don't sense anything.
There's nothing, at least when it comes to demons or anything like that. There's nothing around us that I can sense. Undead.
I wouldn't guess that it'd be undead.
Well, considering our friend Arian said it was there and now it's not, it's very
What?
curious.
What did the hand look like?
It was silver.
Silva.
Didn't much get a good look at it.
Didn't get a good look at it.
No. It reached up towards me and I sounded the alarm. It was here but a moment ago. Scanning the water. Do I see any hint?
Roll a perception check. No, you don't see anything.
Oh. What could possibly swim as fast as a boat? Ghost?
I
No.
don't know.
I mean,
Well, Azric, you know one person who could swim as fast as a boat.
no, I know, and I'm kind of like dancing around that idea right now, actually, whether or not it's a select var or not. But did they have claws? No, smooth skin. Is there anything beyond silver that you can give me, Darian?
It was
Is
brief,
there?
and you didn't get that good of a look.
Oh,
Not really.
well, the only thing that I know that can swim as fast as a boat is a Veth'Arden. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with any of them or not. Kind of looking at the rest of them. Do you guys know what Veth'Arden are?
I'm unfamiliar, Captain.
Like shark people, seal people,
Oh,
whales?
yes, I've seen them. We don't have any in Indira.
I'm assuming Tarhuk has seen.
Yes,
Yeah.
they frequent Granheim.
I have indeed, Captain.
Well then, I've only like really mint one, but she could definitely swim as fast as a boat, most likely. I can also say that if it is, it wouldn't be her by any means, but if it was, we're all fucked. I
We
mean,
are.
would not because it's her, but we would be if it's somebody like her, if you know what I mean.
Oh, is she your friend?
I sailed with her for quite some time, at least a while. I mean, I hope that she wouldn't try to kill me. Haven't given her a reason to.
Well, let's hope it's a friend of yours.
What I
this
would do
time.
to see her again.
Does she also have a beard, Captain?
No, She's a seal. Do seals exist? Are they things?
Are
Do
they
seals
things?
exist?
This gives me a question, right? Because we have orca people. Do actual orcas
Uh-huh.
exist then?
I
Are
They
mean,
they
we
don't.
just
have
like? Are they just
we
like?
have
Yeah, I was once like you.
we have human
Till
beings,
evolution.
and apes still exist, so I don't see why
But
not.
see, that's different
Do bunnies still exist?
because
Rabbits
we
do
didn't
exist.
we didn't evolve
Yeah.
from monkeys.
You're right. We evolved from peanuts.
I'm not gonna go through evolution during a D&D stream. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't saying anything weird by saying seal. Anyways, Zyra, she could definitely swim that fast. I couldn't quite tell you what her hands looked like. Probably Silva with being the rest of his skin, but she had spots, so not all Silva. Darren, you're gonna have to think. I don't know. Well, if it was coming to attack, I guess it would have already done so.
Oh, should I
Yes,
go
you're
back?
right.
Should I go back downstairs, Captain?
I'm. I don't know what else to do. It's not like we can send a search party into the water to find the silvery ghost hand. Kind of giving a smirk to Darian a little bit. I understand. You did the right thing. It's just a funny situation.
Right.
You did good, Darian. You did really, really good. Call us if case you see it again, alright?
All right. I'll go back to whatever I was doing.
Okay.
I'm
Rest of
gonna
the
head back in
watch.
my room.
The rest of your guys' watch goes by without a hitch. Darian, a little off put by what happened, but no matter how many times you glance at the glassy surface of the water, you don't see anything. And then it comes time to have Terhook do his watch.
That's if Darian already will come up.
Yeah. Darian will go ahead and wake up Taruk and I guess whoever else was gonna be on second watch.
Ezra was supposed to go halfway through,
Yep.
but I don't know if
Starting a little
Terhook knows how to
Ah,
steer the ship.
I think Asric gave him lessons.
Yeah,
Yeah, Adric did give you lessons. Yeah.
we've had pointers. I just got to make sure I can get my full rest.
Yeah.
The full rest. Oh,
That's weird.
so it's gonna be like, okay, you take the wheel.
I was like, hey, yo, I can dance.
Should you do the cha-cha?
Cha on the ship. That's their ritual. Let's speak of that ritual right there.
Terhook, as you ascend to the deck, as midnight approaches, the wind has stilled slightly, leaving the sails a little slack. The sea is unnervingly quiet as the ship cuts through the water rather smoothly, but every sound feels amplified in the hush of night. The shifting of wood, the distant call of gull crabs far inland, and the occasional crack of something in the rigging. By the way, guys, gull crabs are like seagulls with crab legs. They're quite horrifying, but they're seen commonly enough, like as common as seagulls in our world.
Okay. Jeez.
About halfway through the watch, you wake Azric to join you.
Mhm.
The two of you. Was there anything you needed to do privately before Azric woke up? Did you want to send off a secret message or anything?
No, the Hook is gonna keep his word.
Okay.
Mhm.
A man of his word.
Well, I can take over, I guess.
All right, Azuric, here you go. And he makes way.
As you guys survey the sea in opposing directions, the clouds have thickened once more, casting the black waltz into oppressive darkness, occasionally interrupted by flashes of heatless lightning far on the horizon. Go ahead and roll a perception for me as well, Terhook.
I don't see shit.
Ooh.
Terhook sees everything, though.
Yeah,
Terhook is into the Matrix.
I am inevitable.
Terhook's like, wait a second, why are we digital?
Terhook, you don't see anything, but the faint
Hmm.
metallic smell in the air, like scorched iron, seems to be stuck in your nose.
Does the Hook know like where it's coming from exactly, or like where is the whiff is coming from?
Seems like it's coming from all around you. Like it's profusing the air in the vicinity. Azric, it takes you a little bit longer, but you start to smell it too.
Do I know what this would even be close to coming from?
It smells almost like burnt ozone, like if a lightning bolt were to strike 15 feet from you. But the only lightning you've seen is far off on the horizon.
Like burnt ozone.
Did you smell that as well, Captain?
Do, but I'm not for certain where it's coming from.
While this is happening, as night has fully blanketed the deck of the Black Waltz, the stars veiled behind a deep cover of clouds, and the scent of the air around you is turning. Sai dreams in her quarters.
Uh-oh.
Sai, you're on the deck of a large ship covered with crimson. You see the sails, scarlet, proud, banners, torn, burning, flames coiling up the rigging like vipers, hissing and snarling as the crew screams in chaos. Figures rush past you. Skyla shouting orders, Trevor firing into the dark, but the shots go nowhere. The air is thick, distorted. Something's wrong. Every movement is stuttered, fragmented like shattering glass, struggling to reform. At the heart of all of this, he stands. A silhouette against a blue flame, white hair billowing, skin a stormy gray blue, horns curling like crowned obsidian. Azric. He's wrapped in etheric flames, blue and becoming blackened by tendrils coiling from his shoulders, eyes gleaming, feral, unblinking, inhuman. His coat is ragged, scorched at the edges. Something's wrong. He moves like a predator, cutting through the ship, firing off at crew members with horrifying ease. You see gun in one hand, and the other flame-laced with shadow, screams echoing across the splintering deck as the Scarlet Omen's crew falls. Allies, friends, those who he seemed to trust just a night before, Skyla collapses under a blast of searing dark fire, Trevor dragged into the smoke by some unseen force, and then the captain that you met in the crooked keel, Old Man Kell, he stumbles forward, defiant and injured, as the figure reaches out and lifts him one-handed by the throat. Kelrin grasps his arm, gasping for air, legs kicking above the scorched deck. The white-haired tiefling turns, his face illuminated by the burning sails. You doing anything?
I'm dreaming, right?
Seems to. It seems real, though. Like you feel the heat of the flames.
I guess I'm going to get up and scream, Azrak, and try to reach for both of them.
As you do, he snaps Kelrin's neck with a casual twist. You see a smile stretch across his face, wicked, mocking. His eyes turn directly to you as he sees you. Not just in the dream, not just as an observer. He knows you're watching. And then he moves, faster than you can react, than thought itself. The fire seems to rush with him, a roaring crescendo of heat and fury barreling towards you, his face twisting, not in rage, but in some insane gleefulness, as his form closes the distance in a blink.
I'm going to try to rush backwards, and I'm going to squeeze my eyes closed tight, be like, this isn't real! Old Man Kell's alive, this isn't real! This isn't real!
As this happens, you feel a sharp pain, like a blade piercing your chest, and then flame crashing all around you, stealing your breath. You jolt upright in your bed, soaked in sweat.
I'm going to stumble out of the cabin as quick as I can to see if what just happened in my dream happened in real life.
You guys see Sai stumble out of her cabin, soaked in sweat, a very worrying look on her face.
Something wrong?
See, talking to the dead doesn't always go well.
As you see Azric, you see flashes of his wicked smile, of him covered in blood, of him rushing towards you.
Where did I feel the pain?
It would have been like right where your pendant hangs on your chest.
Okay, so I'm going to clutch my chest right there as I look at Azric. You're normal.
I guess.
That wasn't real.
No.
What wasn't real? Is something wrong?
I
Did you have a vision?
yeah,
Was the clowns?
no.
Well, by the way you're looking at me, I'd assumed that I was the one in the vision.
It
And it was most likely terrifying.
yeah. You killed everyone.
Everyone? I
Yeah,
kind of like
well,
look over at Derhook. Well, he's not dead.
she's just gonna like vaguely gesture in the direction where they came with me last. Like, but he's alive. He was in the tavern. But I saw you.
Old Man Kell? For me to
Oh
kill Old
God,
Man Kell, he would have had to do something extremely outrageous.
that wasn't the past.
It was in the past or wasn't in the past?
That I thought it was a memory, but it was a premonition.
You had a premonition of Azric killing a bunch of people.
He killed everybody. You were so twisted and you were covered in blood and everything was black and burning. I She's just gonna stand there and start shaking because, mind you, she is a 16-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a mix-up of the past and the present. I mean,
You,
I don't know how you would
you,
get a vision of my past that way, but was anything said during this dream?
everybody was trying to stop you. That was all.
Well, I mean, I'm murdering them. I'd hope they'd be trying to stop me. Meant, was anything said that would be memorable? Such as, I don't know, fire can worm or destroy, or maybe even, the signature catchphrase, the maw sends its regards.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that takes the past out of the equation and the possible future.
You could have always been possessed, Azric.
I don't know about possessed. I'd most likely see it as the curse took hold and took over. The only way that could happen, from my understanding, with the last little rendezvous I had with the Maw, is if I choose not to uphold my end of the bargain. I will say, just for purposes to make you guys catch, I have never mentioned it being a bargain before.
Hmm. Oh boy. A bargain, you say?
Ah, yes, a bargain. I guess I did leave that out the first time, didn't I?
Eh, I think I can't judge you after everything I left out myself. But what does the bargain entail exactly?
Um, I'll have to search through the thoughts just a little bit, but if I remember correctly, I pleaded for help, and the Maw answered.
Well, when it comes to bargains, usually they receive something from you as equal value as a life in this case.
Um, the well, they don't want my life. They want other lives. I guess before I start to divulge too much, Tim, I would be. I'm assuming that I'd be fairly familiar with, you know, what is my bargain at least.
You're the cursed
I'm
one, not me.
Yeah, I'm digging through my backstory for that part.
Uh,
The gist of it is, as your understanding of it exists, because of your bloodline, you're able to connect with the Ma, in which you are bound to enact tasks set forth by the Ma, usually hunting down those that it's marked.
Yeah. I did just find the portion too.
Sweet.
Yep. So I guess the easiest way to put this is a little bit of a story time. Was in the heat of a battle. One of my comrades upon the Howling Tempest was about to go and meet the Night Mother, so to speak, and in haste, without being fully prepared, and I kind of stepped in between. Before I was really able to comprehend much, I pleaded for assistance. The only words that I could really choke out were "help me," and that was, the first real time that I'd ever uh, taken a life in that way, I guess. The only thing that I heard at that moment was a descendant with the spine to embrace what's laid before him. I heard rumblings that my lineage was cursed by the Maw, but point being is, I am the hand of the Maw that's able to enact a certain kind of vengeance, revenge, whatever they wish. So when they say hunt, I hunt. And the other night was basically them confronting me and saying, "Hey, we said to go and get it, and you're not going. What the fuck are you doing?" So here we are on the ship going. I would assume that the vision that you saw, Sai, was what will happen if I choose to turn the ship around. Or I don't succeed, I guess.
Alright.
Quick question. Why would I be the one to see that?
Beats me. You're the one that talks to the dead. Maybe you have some other latent ability to where you get premonition. I mean, you saw what the Tesseract or whatever you mentioned the first time we met. Wasn't that kind of a similar thing? You've never heard of that before, I'm assuming, before that vision. So it seems like you should probably stop and think about your abilities a little bit.
Maybe I should meditate and pray.
Possible. Reach out to one of your dead friends, maybe.
Yeah, I'll go do that, she says, her voice sounding really far away.
No. Well, Sai, premonitions are just that. It could be a possible future. But let's have confidence on our good Azric here. If we need to stop him, we shall. And no harm will come to anyone innocent as long as I'm here.
She's gonna just touch her pendant for comfort, nod, and then go back to her cabin.
Okay.
I kind of look at Terhook with a grin. It's like, I should probably stop poking fun at the whole speaking to the dead thing. For your information, though, the exact words that were spoken to me is, "You'll hunt well, but not for yourself."
Yeah.
So,
And no other words other than
surprise.
that.
I mean, I said the first words, but those were the final bit of it. But I mean, they said you asked for help. The Maw has answered. That's how I kind of figured that it was them. But they gave me a gun. If that counts.
Well,
Kind of like holding my hand up as it apparates in, and I like kind of wiggle it around a little bit, like, pretty nice.
secretly, it is very nice. Eric's gonna shake his head. Just if something happens where you're feeling you're losing control, please let us know.
I mean,
As in getting
I-
the itch to kill people, or your maw, or
I imagine that it's going to be kind of like before, where they put me into agonizing pain and I black out, and then I come back to as a vicious animal, most likely. I don't know if I'll be able to get much out other than, oh no.
Well, that will be enough. As
Just
long as
don't kill me until I at least come back to. I mean, I don't want to die and me be all right. I think if you would have killed me the other night.
Azric, I
Um,
won't kill. I first tried my best to stop you.
I
Killing
would
is a
say
very bad
if
sort.
I lose it, I'd probably try to kill me. She just told you I'd killed an entire crew by myself.
That is true. But you're you, I'm a me. That is what makes me, well, aspiring paladin, that is. Don't worry. If the worst comes to worst, I will do my best to make sure that no innocent lives are lost. But, like I said, last resort.
Last resort.
Last resort.
Well then,
Well then, let me make sure that we're not being followed while I'm here.
can't see in the dark.
You can't see the dog. Wait, I wonder 1 second.
I mean, you'd be able to see if there's like lantern light out there.
Wait, does the hawk thingy give him 1 second? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. Gives him advantage, but doesn't allow him to see in the dark. Okay.
You know, if we really wanted, and they are back there, we could signal to them that we know. Make the night a little more exciting, at least.
We could. Though it would go against what we were told to do. But you're the captain, Azrik. I will follow your word and your order. Though if I was a bit
Appreciated.
daring, maybe we could leave a surprise when it comes to our cargo. But then again, that could cause a whole lot of issues, and personally, I'd rather we see this through.
I'd agree.
Azric, can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh
A
no.
wisdom saving throw?
No.
I am actively going to do their bidding right now.
Oh, Taruk, rest in peace, buddy. Oh no. Oh no.
You rolled a 5.
Damn.
Damn. And Taruk's looking away too. That's not good.
Fucking shoots him in the back.
It's
Oh, that would
like
be
it's-
terrible. He's totally going over the edge if that happens.
Oh yeah.
As you're having this discussion,
Mhm.
there we go. Yeah, as you're having this discussion, Terhook makes his way towards the rear of the ship. You tighten your grip on the wheel. And suddenly you stiffen. A surge of vertigo twists your stomach as the world starts tilting around you. You blink, but the night around is gone, and in its place, ethereal flame, the crackle of burning canvas, the reek of scorched pitch, the familiar deck of the Scarlet Omen. You're standing there. And sensation is disorienting, invasive. You can feel the strength in your limbs, unnatural and pulsing with heat. The inferno doesn't touch you, but it moves with you. As the crew scream and scatter, some burning, some fighting, none succeeding against your force. Your hand reaches forward, and there you see Kelrin, proud, defiant even in the face of ruin, as you watch, helpless, as your fingers wrap around his throat, lifting him off the scorched deck, flame spiraling up the rigging, reflecting in Kel's wide eyes. Then you feel a smirk stretch across your face, a wicked, knowing grin. Twisted, malevolent, with a sickening crack, Kel's body goes limp. As you drop Kel, an instant before the body falls, you turn your head. A flicker at the edge of your vision, a girl, sigh. Not all there, but you see her clearly in the flames. You see her watching. And the fire races forward faster than thought towards her. You reel, your knees nearly buckling. Back aboard the Black Waltz, the helm sways as cold sweat beads on your brow as you gasp for breath, the ocean wind biting sharp. The echoes of the crackling fire still in your ears. You feel the burning of the mark on your hand.
But I'm back to reality.
You are. You snap back to reality.
Full
Terhook,
of
you feel the entire ship lurch for a moment before you turn around and see Azric clinging to the wheel, pulling himself straight.
Azadik, are you okay?
Tahuk, could you do me a favor?
Aye.
Get that sending stone of yours and request to make sure that they're okay.
Alright. Okay.
At this point, somebody should answer, but no news is bad news, I feel.
Alright. Mm,
Don't
Can I
sound worried to them, by the way. Just a simple checkup, so to speak.
Alright. I will definitely do that. Can he use the stone again? Or is there like a limit?
It's once a day.
Yep, I have to wait.
I'll say it recharged by now because
Yeah.
you've rested a bit, but it won't be usable this next day.
Alright. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna basically say counting fingers. This is the Black Waltz speaking. Just making sure everything is alright. So far, nothing has changed regarding our situation.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. So as the message goes out, you sit there waiting.
Hmm.
Waiting. And waiting.
And waiting.
And you hear back. All steady for now. No new sails on the horizon. Crew's tense but ready. Stay sharp. Shadows often move before steel does.
Yep. And as you can hear that, so Taruk's not gonna repeat that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they're not all dead.
Not
At the
dead.
very least, Val's alive.
Yeah, at least Val's alive. The one trying to kill Saib, she's alive. Everyone else, well, he is as sharp as ever, that one. And she's right. The shadows are probably moving. They're probably getting into position, or they're keeping a close eye on us. Probably doesn't mean
Tell
that we
them
lost them.
glad to know I can't teleport.
That is true. Though, is there anything else you need from me, Captain, or I shall go back to looking?
Not at this moment.
All right, Captain. And he is going to basically just keep watch throughout the rest of the shift.
Yeah. Sai, did you just go back to bed or were you doing anything?
Went to meditate and pray to the Night Mother.
Okay. Were you trying to get any specific information?
Not anything specific. I'm more just asking for her guidance. Because she's the one that led me here, so what am I supposed to do with this new vision?
If she has ribbons luck, good luck.
You have a distinct connection, so go ahead and roll a religion check for me. You can roll with
Okay.
advantage. Okay. So reaching out to the Night Mother, do you do this in any specific way? Is there a ritual to it, or how do you do this?
It's kind of limited because she's on a ship without any of her normal paraphernalia, but she
Yeah, it's
crosses her
tough to
heart.
contact the Night Mother without your bong.
But anyway, well, the way she was taught to do ritual. Anyway, but she kind of makes the symbol of Floria, the fallen star, in her hand and puts her amulet on her hand, and then begins to pray to the Night Mother and ask her for guidance.
As you settle into your meditative praying posture within your quarters, the creak of the black waltz fades around you, and the sea dulls. Everything falls still, and darkness takes you. A single point of silver light emerges in the void. It pulses rhythmically like a heartbeat in the infinite black. From the light, you see a coin slowly spinning into view. It turns end over end, casting shadows. One long and cloaked in fire, the other cloaked in shadow. The spinning slows, and you see the faces upon it. One side, a man with burning flames flicking around him, teeth bared in a grin that crackles with violence. Silhouette framed by inferno, charred sails, and blackened iron. A twisting mark on his hand. The other, the same man, identical in form but shrouded in deep blue flame. A haunting stillness in his expression, as if wrestling with something vast and unseen. His gaze is cast down, hiding something deep and sorrowful. You feel a tension of choice radiating from either side of this coin. Halves of something broken, branches from the same root, scorched by wrath, lost in shadow. Between them, a shape unfolds. A cubic form of impossible geometry, ever shifting, pulsing with ancient light. Veins of shadow and threads of flame orbit its surface like living script as the coin spins between them. The cube shudders, warping the space around it with a soundless scream. A voice like cracked stone whispers through the darkness, not spoken aloud but etched into your mind. Balance breaks when chosen blindly. The coin must fall, but beware the hand that throws it. Those who walk beside you carry masks. Those ahead wear none. As flame consumes the edge of the void, shadows claw at the spinning coin. The two images flicker. One aflame, the other fading. The tesseract begins to implode on itself as your eyes snap open to the flickering lantern light, in your quarters. Again, your heart pounding, your palms where your symbol is resting in between, marked with soot and salt. And the smell of faintly burning parchment.
Does that mean I'm supposed to help him too? Do I see any um scraps of burnt parchment anywhere near me?
The smell seems to be coming from behind the wall that would lead into the captain's quarters.
Okay. So I'll go knock on Azric's door and see if he's there.
I
When
mean,
you walk out and you see him still at the wheel.
Uh, Captain, can I peek in your quarters for a moment?
I mean, I guess.
I think
I
I
don't
smell
see an
something
issue.
burning.
Well, hope there's not a fire within the ship.
Do I see anything in his quarters?
In a pile of scattered parchment and tomes and journals gathered from around the ship's interior, you see the edges of burnt parchment, and as you move papers aside, you pull up the parchment with a crudely drawn black cube on it that just says Umbra Noctis below it. It also says the Vault of Chains.
Okay. I guess I'll just take that one piece of parchment with me and go back to my quarters.
Okay.
Nothing was on fire, Captain. I think it must have been another hallucination or a dream.
Uh, you're beginning to make me worry.
I was also wrong slightly.
Hmm.
I just had to pull it up. It does have the crude drawing of the black cube with the words Umbra Noctis, and then it says below Umbra Noctis, Vault of Chains, lost or hidden, the Ma remembers.
Fuck.
I remember that sheet of paper.
Yeah, it was from episode 2.
Yeah.
she's she's like, I need to sleep. We'll talk about this when I wake up. That's her train of thought.
Did you take the journal page with you?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Luckily, Azric hasn't figured out a Dewey Decimal System yet, so he shouldn't notice it missing immediately.
Nice.
As your guys' watch begins to come to an end, Terhook, do you go wake up Desmond?
Absolutely.
Wake him
Going
up by
to-
stabbing him in the chest.
Haha. That was the plan all along. Desmond. Desmond.
Yes. It was my time for watch.
It is indeed. So, you're needed upstairs.
All right.
All right. If I can get another perception check from Azric and a perception check from Desmond. As
Perception
the
checks.
third and final watch begins as Desmond arrives on deck.
Oh, my bad. I thought that was public.
Ooh, secret rolls.
Secret.
I don't
None
need
of
them
you
to
will
see
know what he
my.
got for perception.
None of you.
A fine cold mist has begun to settle across the ship, giving everything a damp shimmer under the moonlight that now filters weakly through parting clouds. The wind remains subdued and the ocean feels unnaturally still. Azric, eyes still locked on the sea ahead, while Desmond is making his rounds of the deck. The fog clings to the ship like a second sail, and for a time, even the sound of the sea seems to dull and disappear. Desmond, you hear a soft splash from the aft side of the ship.
I will walk over there real quickly. Like over here, right? Like towards the back of the front.
The back is the
All right.
aft.
Yeah. Oh, I get that, but I'm. No, you're right. Fucking stupid. Continue, anyways.
Looking over, you see a slight disturbance in the water, like rippling, like something was dropped into the waves. You don't see anything visible.
Can I inspect closer? But
Yeah, roll an
first,
investigation check.
I would like to tie myself to the side of the like any of like the hard points on around like the ship.
So
Because I'm
Azric,
not falling over.
you see Desmond turn his head like he heard something, and then he looks over and then kind of looks back, grabs a bunch of rope, and begins tying himself to the mast.
It's not a mast. It'd be like there's no
Okay.
mast back here.
Ties himself to the railing.
There we go.
If you fall, I'm not pulling you up. You're gonna have to wait for Tahook.
I have rope. It'd be all right. Besides, something just caught my interest momentarily.
Well, if something reaches up to grab you, such as a silvery hand, please just yell.
I'll think about it, Captain. Worst case, you'll be without my amazing company. I heard that. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Are you bungee jumping off the side? What's going on?
No, I'm just making sure that I'm secured to the ship. So
If something grabs you.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right, so leaning over the edge, roll an investigation check for me.
It went through, right?
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
It's an 8.
I think that's great.
You do. Critics would not agree.
8 out of 10 sounds great.
8 out of 20 does not.
Yeah.
So, leaning over the edge to try to get a closer water. And at this point, the sun is slowly coming up. You see the pinking of the horizon. This coarse hemp rope around your waist. Or you saw, man. Bracing one arm against the railing, peering down into the water. The splash you heard was distinct. Too large for a fish, too soft for random debris. A moment passes, another, and then a flicker, a shape, a shadow. Something slick, silver and dark, slithered just beneath the water's surface, vanishing almost as quickly as it came. The temperature around you seems to dip, and then a sudden breeze pushes against your back as if It's trying to push you in.
Captain, you mentioned something silvery, didn't you?
Darian said he's seen a silver hand reach out of the water towards him.
Hmm.
As you're looking down and calling back to Azric, you look and look, and the water is deceptively calm. There's the occasional groan of timber and the soft slap of waves as you watch and watch. Something far below the surface watches back. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
No.
Yes! So, this will be a VOD, which I don't know how to do because a lot of it is just audio recording. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know what's up with Streamlabs, but it is having a lot of issues. So I'm going to be investigating that before next week's stream. But thanks for watching or listening whenever this comes out. And good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.